All right, guys, I've had several requests to show the new drive system and the install on the mill. We will do that just as soon as we get all the bugs worked out, make sure everything works fine and everything holds up. I don't want to mislead anybody and have them do something that's not going to last. But so far, it seems to be working pretty good. As you can see, all the engine parts here behind me. Come on and watch this video, and I'll show you why. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to our channel, Two Brothers Outdoors. I'm Rick. And today, we're going to take this engine, we're going to pull the flywheel off, and we're going to get the engine ready to put a new flywheel on it and a new charging system. So if you'll stick with me, we'll get this apart, get the flywheel off, and get this engine prepared to put the new flywheel and the new charging system on, which will ramp this up to about 18 amps. First thing we're going to do is we have to take this top cover off and the air cleaner. Lower this down just a little bit. All right, we got a place to set these parts where I don't lose them. I'm going to set them right over here. We'll put the nuts and bolts in this box down here. I'd like to get this prepared to put the new flywheel on as soon as possible, for the simple fact that we need the mill. The reason we're doing this upgrade is the engine cannot keep up with the electronics on the mill. All right, so we'll get started here. The bad part is I'm taking this apart with all this sawdust. Anything drops off in the dirt, and it's pretty much gone, if you know what I mean. All right, I got a couple of Phillips head screws here I got to take out. I think I got a screwdriver over here. Okay, so we got our fuel filter right here. It's attached to this air cleaner housing. So I'm just going to push this back out of the way. I have my hour meter and tachometer hooked to the front cover. So I'm just going to put this back here as well so I don't have to take all that loose. All right. I've done a lot of research on this engine, and from what I can tell, this engine is practically a carbon copy of a Honda engine. And the Honda engines, their parts will interchange with this engine. All right. Don't know how true it is. All right, we're going to remove this fan. Yeah, I think I'll throw the washer in there, put the fan over here. Okay, we're going to have to remove the ignition coils as well. We'll just set them off to the side as well. All right, so everything has been 10 millimeter socket size so far. This bolt right here is a little bigger, and that appears to be a 15 millimeter. That wasn't too bad. All right, so this flywheel is on a tapered shaft, I believe. So I'm going to have to go get a puller to pull this off real quick. So I'll be back momentarily. All right, guys, I ran back over to where my toolbox is, and I got a puller. Put it on already. Doesn't take much to get that flywheel off. Boy, that's a heavy flywheel. That doesn't help. Look at this. It's full of sawdust. Who would have ever expected that? Wow, that's a surprise. Huh. I guess I can blow in behind these little shields right here with the leaf blower. Get this sawdust out of here when need be. All right, the keyway seems to be stuck in there pretty good, so we're going to leave that alone. Take these charging coils off. These will be replaced. The amount of sawdust in here really shocks me. Look at this. I have to say, I never expected that. Okay, so this little shield right here, and it looks like maybe the starter is going to be in the way because the wires go behind the starter for the wires go behind the starter for these coils, and it looks like it goes behind the starter for the rectifier or voltage regulator, some people call it. All right, so we'll have to deal with this as well. All right, it appears that my battery might be in the way here. So we're going to have to pick the battery up and kind of move it out of the way. Set these off to the side. I think those batteries have gotten heavier over the years. I don't remember them being that heavy. All right, this leaves things kind of open right here. Let me get the rectifier off. All this stuff is supposed to come in the new kit. I'm going to put these right back in here. Looks like a good spot for them. All right, so looks like we have a zip tie here. All right, so we can unplug this. Unplug this. There's the rectifier. I will put that in this box as well. All right, so now the charging coil wires. Go behind the starter right here. Should have been smart, put a piece of plywood down underneath here. That would have been the smart thing to do. All right, I got a wire here. I got no idea what this is for, but I do want to be careful not to mess it up. There's more to this than meets the eye. That is the starter that I just took loose. That would be the bolts to hold the starter on. And it looks like I got one more bolt right there. Holds this little shroud in place. Okay. Well, guys, this shroud's becoming a pain in my butt. Really don't know what's holding this shroud in place. Oh, I see. Pick up on it a little bit. This bolt hole right here got a little tip that comes up through there. That ain't too bad. I'll set that over there for now. All right. So, with the starter out of the way, there's my charging coils right there. They are now gone. Now, from what I've read, when this new coil comes, these two bolt holes right here remain the same. This one, this one, this one, and this one. I'll circle these for you. They have to be removed just down far enough to where the coils miss it. But right there, guys, we are ready to install the new coil and flywheel and then put it back together. But right now, as it stands, I don't have the new parts until tomorrow. So we're going to stop this right there, and we'll be back with you on part 2 when we put this back together. Thanks for coming along with us.